Today I'm going to walk through a demo of guided selling, our AI web agent, and the ability to pass high quality leads over to dealers and to sales teams. So let's get right in. So anytime you sell a complex product, in this case we're talking about windows and doors, typically you have to worry about homeowners or the end user. They don't want to navigate a ton of filters, spec sheets, PDPs, and go through a lot of things that they don't understand around options and criteria. They want to give a little bit of information and get a lot of reward back. In this case, it'd be more like a homeowner can see doors right away and get an understanding of those doors. More importantly, they can tell you what kind of home style they have or what kind of room the door is going to be opening out of. So you can get an entryway, it's opening out onto a porch. We got some interior doors here as well. So in this case, let's say I've got a home that's a Georgian. I'm getting door recommendations that fit that style and explanations about why they're a good fit. I can also like doors that I find interesting, and you get this notion of seeing doors that are a good fit. Another area that you can do is you can use natural language to find something. So I typed in, I have a classic style home and want something timeless and secure. Let's see what comes up. You can see it's making some recommendations here. These selections harmonize to enhance your home style, boost energy and vision, invite natural light, and ensure security. So it's doing like a real salesperson would do. It's guiding me around the product catalog and configurations that are in stock and configurable to order. And from here, we can move on to the ability for the homeowner to upload a picture. And this picture could be a picture of their own home, or it could be a picture of a door that they saw off Pinterest. Let's pretend that these are doors that I saw off Pinterest and I want to match to them. And that's special because the homeowner really cares about their home and their style. They saw something on Pinterest or around the neighborhood that they really like. So let's jump in. And then there's this moment where the user is able to see and get recommendations of doors based on their home. And those recommendations come from the aesthetic of the home, the functional understanding of that home, and the value of that home. If this looks like $1 million home, then you can set up ways and means with Threekit's AI web agent to recommend doors based on the budget, based on the assumed value of the home. And so here we see our home that we uploaded. We're seeing the doors that were suggested that we liked. We're seeing those on the home. And so what's really special here is the homeowner was able to click their way to get guided recommendations. They were able to use natural language and upload their own home or pictures from Pinterest and get recommendations based on their style, aesthetic, and value and likely budget. And then they chose doors that they liked, and they can see those doors on their home in real time. It happens in seconds instead of an hour or multiple hours, with the user and homeowner feeling unsure and having to invite and talk to salespeople, and that takes more hours. And in today's world, everyone wants to get to answers and product recommendations faster and know that those things are in budget, and this does exactly that. Let's say the user has seen enough and they're feeling, after all of this experience, they see doors that they like and they're ready to talk to one of your dealers or your sales team. They're going to fill out their information here, and look, 9 times out of 10, this is what most leads look like. Even if it's a great lead or maybe it's a bad lead, someone is submitting a lead to your dealers or to you, and they're just saying the word like door, or it's their name and a phone number if you're lucky and an email, and that's all your dealers are getting. And you can understand why most dealers aren't that excited about those leads and they don't know how to follow up. A lot of the leads are going to be really unqualified. Some are good, but they have no real understanding of what's good or bad, and that causes a huge problem for anyone who has to deal with those leads. And therefore, as a manufacturer, you're saying, hey, I'm generating all these leads, but your dealers maybe aren't that excited to work them. So check this out. This is what's happening behind the scenes. Typically, this would be floating into your own CRM, whether that's Dynamics or Salesforce or whatever that is. In this case, we're showing it on the Threekit backend, and I'm here to show you the kinds of leads that show up for your dealers via Threekit. So again, Threekit has ways and means of sending automatic personalized emails and text messages to the customer to ensure that they're getting contacted within 5 minutes, because today data is showing that the average response time on leads in the window and door industry is 47 hours, which is a huge problem. But now with Threekit, you're able to have followed up on those leads in minutes, and it's contextual. Let me show you what I mean by that. Look at all this amazing data that's being collected. This is not Google Analytics. This is translating the user's actions into a true customer profile. So it's saying, hey, here's a quick summary. Their key style preference is Georgian, federal home style. They engaged in specific door styles in denim, navy, ivory, and espresso colors. Talked about exterior doors. It shows the doors that they liked. Their budget gives you insight about budget. Some of their liked items have a higher price point. This is amazing context. It shows you the image that they uploaded. If you're a dealer, this is a hot lead. They engaged, they selected products that they liked, color, budget, home style, and now you've got this amazing opportunity. And you as a manufacturer, you're getting this data too, so you can see that's a hot lead. Here's all the hot leads I've sent to this dealer. And where are those leads at? Are they being converted? Are they being worked? Particularly the high quality ones. That's a really important opportunity here too. The front end is important for the customer experience, but closing it off on the back end is also very important.